So let's jump now into keeping on the games front. Marvel Games announced that they've, unsurprisingly, are adding a load of Captain Marvel content into the mobile games. So pretty much the full suite will be getting them. So I'm just going to bring up here.
I mean, this is my surprised face right now.
Yes. Yeah. So we've got Marvel Puzzle Quest, Contest of Champions, Battle Lines, Strike Force, and Future Fight are all getting content, all running through from February right through till March. There's a new Kree campaign in Marvel Strike Force, and you've got new characters, Captain Marvel and Minever, or I don't know who that one is. Marvel Future Fight is getting new characters, Koloth, Minever, and Nick Fury, and new costumes for Captain Marvel and Ronan, and some new boss battles with Talos, Kreese, and the Skrulls. Battle Lines is getting new cards for Captain Marvel, Nick Fury, Ronan, and Goose the Cats. And Marvel Puzzle Quest is getting new original content as well. And Contest of Champions are going to be getting Captain Marvel and Nick Fury in late March. Wasn't a huge kind of shock to see that, really, in all honesty. In some of these games, it's a bit difficult because Captain Marvel was already there. So it's just a case of sprucing it up a little bit. Again, just kind of shows you the problem when there's no like proper video games out and it's just tying in with these mobile titles. Nothing there really personally kind of caught my attention because it's that difficult thing of Captain Marvel's been in most of these games, so it's just a little bit of content, really.
Yeah, and obviously I haven't played a mobile game in quite some time now, so yeah, not that big a thing, but it is good that they're doing this tie-in. It's another way of marketing the movie, getting awareness of it out there. Getting some of the characters in there, getting new costumes for the characters. So not unexpected, but also not a bad thing. And new content for games, for even these mobile games, is always important. Keeps people coming back in and playing them. Yeah, I mean, not much else to say about it, really.
There was an interesting article, really, that apparently Netmarble are struggling, almost struggling, but their income has severely been dropped in their latest results. Contest of Champions isn't maybe pulling in what it used to, and there's been a lot of talk really in the game thing at the minute of how mobile games are no longer, they were seen as like the golden goose, the thing that every company was chasing after because they had all this money to be made, and now they're all starting to realize that the money isn't there. There's there's money to be made for certain things, but there's such a crowded market. Players don't spend what they expect on it, and it's just the fact that even like Netmarble and stuff are really starting to figure now that the edge of these big mobile games is starting to drop off a bit, and maybe that's why we are seeing a few more console titles coming in, because they realize that actually all the money isn't in mobile games anymore.
Yeah, and I think as you said, they've oversaturated the market, and consumers are getting more wise to the ways of mobile games and microtransactions, and people are going, why am I spending $100 on a mobile game when I can spend $60 on a full-fledged game that hopefully doesn't have additional costs? Obviously, that's becoming less and less the case. But it's just a lot of factors, and the golden goose, it's not dead. There's still a lot of money to be made here, but it's not as much money, and it's spread out among more people.
The big factor that's going to kick in is with Microsoft and Google both announcing their big cloud projects that's coming up, the streaming gaming servers, and they want to get onto consoles and kind of using controllers for that. That's going to be the next big thing of when you start getting console experiences on your phone through streaming, through Xbox. Let's be honest, if they're bringing it to the Switch as streaming, and they saw it earlier last year with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, they put like a Google one out there and you could stream it. This is where that's going to be the next wave of like basically mobile playing, will be streaming it from a cloud that's running the Xbox rather than through your phone. And I can't help but looking at these mobile titles and thinking these are going to look very, very weak when you start putting up against console experiences, because a lot of these games you have to play online anyway. So you start streaming Xbox One games through a cloud and things like Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Suddenly, these mobile games are going to look very, very tame.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And you can already play games like Fortnite and PUBG on your phone, which are extremely popular. So why would you play little mission simulator like Avengers Academy? I know it's
Yeah.
gone now, but why would you play that when you can play Fortnite, which is all the rage? And I'm sure Apex Legends will be on there at some point, and everyone. This will be the thing is, phone versions of popular online service games. It would not surprise me in the slightest if there was not some very dumbed down version of Destiny or the Division or Anthem. Maybe not the latter based on sales, but you never know. At some point in the future, obviously, it's not going to look like the PC version or the console version, but it might give you enough of that experience where you could be waiting for the bus and you can get in there real fast and do some quick grinding, go find some loot, and when you get back home, it's ready for you to go.
Yeah, I mean, this is why they're all sort of firing up their live services, because they know that the market's going to shift a lot, and probably in about the next 3 to 5 years, you're going to see a big shift to streaming games like Netflix, things like Games Pass, and you're getting things like Alien Isolation. The fact that you could be sat there playing, those kind of games either on your Switch or on your mobile phone. That's especially when so all the technology is all starting to come into line, and Disney are going to have to adjust, this like games for what they're doing. You are probably going to start seeing a lot more free to play console experiences but they are going to have to up their ante. Marvel, something like Marvel Heroes actually probably would be, something that could be completely retooled and a new version of it would probably work as a free to play console game based on, that kind of experience. They are probably planning things like that in the future, because this mobile experience is we're in a current way of doing it, and things are all about the shift.
Well, I mean, Diablo fans are probably sitting in the corner going, hey, we're the unwilling test bunnies of this one. So
yeah,
we'll see how Diablo Immortal goes.
One of these.
Talk about,
tone deaf.
Tone deaf. That's a good way of putting it. That's a polite way of putting it. I might put it a little less polite than that. But and I'm not even a huge Diablo fan. I enjoy it, but it's not like, I can't wait for Diablo 4 or whatever. And so I'm not sitting here like, oh, I don't really want Diablo Immortal. But the way they handled that was just awful. Anyway, another tangent.